Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Tampa. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. That's complete. Some more on the right side. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Right back to Moore, another grab. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Give. This is Irving. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun. It's oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead just resulting in that turnover.
On first down, here's Irving. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Irving. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Purdy. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Purdy now on second down. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is caught, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st down, Daniels will get this to Pitts once more. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Got his man at the 6. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So after 1, it's the Commanders with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. on 1st and 10. Purdy. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. A gain there of 15. First down, Washington. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's the tight end. Pitch. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Slot receiver, headed right. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He will have the Commanders' first down. They're able to convert on third and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 36 yards. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. So the big play changes the complexion of things It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Keep it in the air, here's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Commanders. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now Purdy. Now screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On second down, Purdy. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. A pass pulled in by Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Man in motion, heading left. Back to the air is Purdy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Commanders come up with it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Daniels now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Bates' kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. On the give, this is Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Daniels. Metcalf with the grab. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
First and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to Taylor. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Washington. Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Irvin. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And he will score again. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Purdy now on second down. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And at this point, the game trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Into space. Still going. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note.
This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll be taken down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Some more on the right side. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the fourth quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Give. This is Irving. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. Now Purdy. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, Purdy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Purdy works out of the pistol. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 7 and 7.
On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They finish off the first month of the